Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Pochettino to Chelsea confirmed. Here we go by Fabrizio Romano. And wow, I was not expecting that at all. I thought he was destined to go back to Spurs following Conte's exit not so long ago. And when considering the state that Chelsea are currently in, I'm surprised anyone wants to take that job on. But Pochettino has gone for it, and I'm interested to see how this works out. Yeah, according to Fabrizio Romano, he's going to be allowed to bring his own coaching staff in, and they're going to discuss the transfer strategy in the next few weeks or next few days or something like that. But yeah, Chelsea in one of the worst messes I've ever seen them in. I'm surprised any manager wants that job. I thought it was going to be a bit more of like a Mourinho job or something like that. Someone's come in and not hit their players, but like push something into their players, get them playing for the badge, you know what I mean?
That's a load of bollocks! You've got to fucking die to get 3 points!
And Mourinho is that kind of manager. But no, they've decided to go for Mauricio Pochettino. And I think this will work out, because I think Pochettino's a good manager. I think he's a bit of an underrated one. I think he had a very, very good spell at Spurs. I know they didn't win the league. I know they didn't win anything. But that's the history of the Tottenham, you know?
Yeah, but Tottenham, it's the history of the Tottenham.
And he got them to a Champions League final. He's one of the best second-place teams of all time. He's a good manager. He will do well. I know he didn't do very well at PSG, but who gives a shit? It's Farmers League anyway. But I think he will do well at Chelsea. I think they won't challenge for the title next year. That's one step too far. But they can definitely challenge for top 4 if they make a few right signings and let go of a few players. Because there's a lot of players that I think need to go there. They've got way too many, especially after that January transfer window. Like the amount they spent, that's ludicrous. It's a joke. Todd Bowley is smart. I'll give him that with the 10-year contracts and stuff like that. He's very smart. But the amount of players they bought, it's just silly. It just shouldn't be allowed. And they're now experiencing the problems with spending so much money on so many different players. When that happens, it's quite difficult to get them all playing. But Pochettino is going to take that on. Top 4, I mean, they can challenge for it next year. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of teams challenging for it next year. I think Arsenal will definitely stay up there. Their team's like the youngest in the league, and they're still second place right now. So they'll definitely be up there. City, obviously, will be up there. They always are every year. Liverpool will get better. They've been looking much better recently with maybe a little change in system. They've done very well. United will be back up there. We will definitely be challenging for top 4 next season if we bring in a few players. And then, I mean, depending on who Spurs get, they could also challenge for top 4 as well. And you've also got Newcastle who are looking amazing as well. So it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy whatsoever. But Pochettino is definitely capable of doing it. And the squad that Chelsea have got, I don't see why they can't. The only problem with Chelsea's squad is that they need a striker. And if they get a striker, they're scoring goals for fun. Because I think I saw a stat, they've conceded less goals this season, or that might have changed now, less goals this season than United and Arsenal. And obviously Arsenal are second in the league, challenging for the title the entire year. And then we're 4th currently, and they're 11th. So it just goes to show, if you can't finish your chances whatsoever, you're not going to get very high up in the table. So, yeah, Chelsea bring in a striker, then they'll definitely start challenging for the top 4. And maybe, I don't know, challenge for a trophy as well, who knows. But it's a solid manager signing. I think he's a good manager, and I think he will do well. I think it depends how easy he can be messed around with by Todd Bowley, because I think he needs to have he needs a lot of authority if he's going to be manager there. He needs to be ruthless with letting players go and signing players that he wants, telling Todd Bowley who to get. Because I can't lie, the half of those players that they signed in January, I don't think Graham Potter wanted. I think that was just Todd Bowley bringing them in, like especially Mikhailo Mudryk. sees Arsenal are interested in them, and then 10 seconds later they offer 80 million. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I think let him be in charge of transfers and stuff like that. Let's see how this strategy rolls out, and then we'll see how Chelsea can do next year. But yeah, solid manager signing. Surprised by it, but it is good. And I wish Maurizio Pochettino all the best. I hope he doesn't beat United next year. But yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my opinions on Maurizio Pochettino. Again, Instagram, TikTok, down below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.